Hey everybody, Blaine Austin here, Sewing Machines Plus, and welcome to our Thursday show. Glad you're here with us today. And we have got a great show today lined up for you. And man, we have Darrelle Anderson here from Viking, and we are going to talk all about this new machine we've got on special today. This is a machine that's been out for a while. It's not a new machine, but it's been out for a while. And this is an incredible machine. And we have got the best price you've ever seen on this machine, I promise you, today. And we're going to share that with you. Hey, we've got some giveaways as usual. We got a few announcements that we're going to make. And we got a little new feature that we're going to do today as well. We're going to actually go right live to one of our retail stores today. And we have Kennedy Cook going to be on the show. And Kennedy, she works in one of the retail stores part-time. She's actually working on our social media campaigns. She works in our Facebook and different things. And so she's going to be on today and going to give us a little live report of what's going on in the store. So we got all kinds of great things. Hey, I am here with Kyle. Kyle, my sidekick, is here today. So Kyle, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Doing awesome. And we also have Roger back in the studio today.
Nation, how you doing?
So Roger and Kyle both here. So y'all say hi to them. And I got to give a big shout out to my mom. I saw her that she popped up and made a comment. Marietta Austin, she's up there in Arkansas. So welcome to the show, Mom. And I saw a lot of familiar names, going up through the scroll, people making chats and commenting. And I saw my buddy Carol Lombard is on today out there in Arizona. So welcome to the show, Carol. And I see so many, familiar names. So, hey, thank y'all for joining in. We always look forward to every Thursday when you're here. And got to tell y'all, every week we give a lot of stuff away, as y'all know. And last week we had a baby lock sewing machine, that Zest, that we were giving away. And we have a winner for that. So Kyle, let's announce the winner from last week's show. There it is. The winner was Rocky 5Y1965. So we didn't have a name. All we had was their user name on the what they sign in with. And so it's Rocky 5Y1965. Hey, so congratulations out there to Rocky. And anyway, to enter or to claim your prize, hey, just give us an email to contestplural@SewingMachinesPlus.com and just tell us, hey, give us your full name, where you want that shipped to, and then make sure that in the email that you put your username, that Rocky, make sure you put that so we'll know who it is. And also, give us your name and address and all that, and then just let us know that you won that Baby Lock Zest sewing machine from last week's show, and we'll get that shipped out to you just as soon as we get the information. So congratulations on the win. So I got to tell y'all how you can win. So, we want you to comment. If you're on the show right now and you're watching it live, hey, we want you to make comments, ask questions, hey, chime in and tell us, say hi and where you're from. That's always a good way to do it. If you got any kind of questions, ask us. We try to watch for questions and we'll try to answer those. If we miss your question, we apologize because we get so many chats rolling in. But Roger is watching that too, and he tries to direct questions to me when we get them. But, ask questions and we'll try to get to them. And then especially when Darrelle gets on, after her demo, we're going to actually, open it up for Q&A with her. If y'all got any specific questions you want to ask about that machine, because the machine is absolutely incredible. It's the Brilliance 80 by Viking that we're going to have on the show today. This is a factory reserviced machine. And guys, I got to tell you, the price on this thing is absolutely incredible. This is a $12,000 package. And today only, we're actually throwing it out the barn, aren't we, Kyle? Yep. We're selling it for $49.99 today and today only. The normal price that we were going to sell this for was $59.99, but Viking gave us a unbelievable special pricing on this, and for today only for $49.99. And guys, here's the great thing about this machine. Not only are you going to get this great sewing and embroidery machine, but you're getting that MySewNet software, and that's a digitizing software that comes with it. You're going to get that rolling tote that you can store it in and roll it around in. You're also going to get one of our extra large blue sewing mats to sit that thing on that matches the machine. And then you're getting that platinum protection plan warranty that we're throwing on top of the manufacturer warranty. Now, this has a full manufacturer warranty, just like if it was brand new. It basically a full brand new warranty, even though it is a factory reservice machine, you're still getting that full warranty. Plus you're getting that platinum protection warranty that we're throwing in. And that is just it covers the labor and parts for 3 years. It covers both ways shipping the first year. And then on the second year and the third year, it covers one way. So that means you'll have to pay to ship it to us on year 2 and 3 if you had any kind of problem with it, but we'll pay to ship it back to you. So it, and chances are you may not even have to, but it's just that peace of mind knowing that you're going to get it taken care of if anything comes up with it. But guys, this is an unbelievable machine. And I'm telling you right now, I challenge y'all, if you don't think this is the best price you've ever seen, go out there and see if anybody has any kind of price even close to this. Because this, and Darrelle will tell you, this machine was the top of the line machine a year back or so. And this is, it's right up there with the Viking Epic and Epic 2. It's that type of machine, a quality machine. It has a ton of features in it, and we're super excited to present this to you today. So if you've been in a market for a machine like this, today is the day, Kyle and Roger, I think they ought to pull the trigger. I mean, this has been, we worked really hard to get these. And matter of fact, I think we're probably maybe the only dealer in the country that even has them. So we're limited on it. I think we only got 30 of these too. I think we only got 30 machines, guys. So if you are wanting one of these, I would probably get on the list to get it, because I'm telling you right now, these will sell out. We'll probably sold out in a week. I mean, these things go so quick when they're such good pricing. Now, the normal price we're going to sell these at is $59.99. And that's going to go back up at the end of day today at 6 p.m. Pacific time. It'll go back up to $59.99. So you can save $1,000 off the normal price if you get it today. And the great thing about it, guys, we're going to offer 60-month 0% interest financing for this. So if you need to finance it, and Kyle, what's the payments? It's like $80-something a month, right?
That's going to be $83 a month.
There you go, $83 a month. So what I always tell you, Roger, you just have to not go eat out at Outback 2 times during the month.
Skip the Starbucks.
Skip the Starbucks, skip the Outback outing 2 times a month, and you can pay for it. So me and Roger and Kyle are fans of Outback. We just got to throw that plug in there. We sure like us to eat some steaks, don't we, guys?
Not sponsored, but we'd like to be.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Outback by no means, but we sure like those steaks. But hey, guys, we're super excited about this. And so, you know what? We're going to dive right in. I want to bring Darrelle up. Darrelle Anderson is a national educator for Viking, and we've worked with her before. She is so talented and so knowledgeable. It's always a pleasure. So, Darrelle, welcome to the show today.
Thank you, Blaine. I'm glad to be here.
We are so glad you're here. We are so glad you're here. And so I know that you love these Viking machines. Can you tell us a little bit about, I know, I kind of said this was like the big boy on the block maybe a year and a half ago. And I know the Epic's been out and the Epic 2, but this ranks right up there with those 2 machines, doesn't it?
Yes. The Designer Brilliance 80 was launched in New Orleans, I believe, in 2018. And she's got top of line features. She's Wi-Fi capable. That means you can connect to my SewNet, which is an ecosystem for sewers that give you the ability to work with your sewing or embroidery wherever you happen to be, and then save your projects, save your designs to a cloud that's free to you from Viking. And then you can access those from wherever you are as well. So it's pretty cool. There are a lot of great features there, and I'm thrilled to be able to show you those today.
Well, hey, Darrelle, that's what we're here for. We want you to show us all about, what makes this machine so special. And again, can you believe the price that we've got on this today?
Very good.
Yeah, we decided, at the last minute we were talking. we were talking to Viking and yesterday, and Kyle and I were talking to him. We're like, hey, we've got to have, we got a great price on them. I mean, we really got a great price on them. And we said, you know what? We always pass that savings right on to the customer. But I beat them up a little bit more. I said, come on, guys, give us a little bit better pricing, because I want to have such a good price tomorrow for the show. What can we do? And they said, look, lowered at $1,000 more, $49.99. Here's what we'll let you throw in. And look what we got today. We got such a great package for somebody. So I want you to show us all about what that Viking will do.
All right. Should we start with some sewing? Let's start with some sewing. I'll put my little camera over there on the screen for you. How's that? You guys all see that okay? This is the screen for our Brilliance 80. It's a capacitive touch screen, which means no stylus, no poking. It's just a gentle touch, and the screen will react to your touch. There's also a way to use a stylus if you like, and you're able to access the features and the different parts of the machine with the stylus. So I'll switch back and forth today, whether it's my finger or the stylus. But I want to give you a quick overview here of the machine. When it turns on, this is the opening screen. You can see here that it says right at the top, it's a Joy of Sewing Advisor. They took the old Joy of Sewing Advisor, which used to run along the bottom of our screens. And I know a lot of people never knew what they were because they weren't curious enough, I think, to look, possibly, but they didn't know what it was. But now you can tell exactly what you want to do. You can say, this is the fabric I'm going to use, and I will come over here and decide which sewing I want to do. Basic techniques. Say I want to do a seam on some stretch light. Automatically, my stitch that's best used for what I'm doing is selected. That's a straight stitch for a stretch light. I actually happen to have some here. We all know what stretch is. It's that fabric that we love to wear because it moves with us. But sometimes when we sew on it, we might pop a seam. So we're going to sew on that. What I'm going to do is move my camera, so be prepared. Close your eyes, everyone, for just a second. I'm going to go ahead and sew on this with the stretch. I'll use the automatic scissors. Now, there's a stretchy seam. Do you hear any popping? And when I open this, it looks just like a straight stitch. It's beautiful. So if you're doing dance wear, exercise wear, t-shirts, any knits of any kind, this is going to be your friend. We can have 800 built-in stitches. And what I find is people say, well, I only use 3. A lot of times it's because they don't know which stitches to choose for the project they're working on. So I'm going to just minimize this here because I want to show you the rest of the screen here. If you notice here, this is the stitch that's selected, but I can adjust that even more left to right, which means width or the length by just touching here. But I'm going to go back and show you what happens if I select a different fabric, say a woven heavy, and I want a seam. Is that the same stitch that's selected? Nope, totally different stitch. Down here below, it's going to give me instructions if I need them on how to stitch that. So I actually have a woven heavy here with me. Most of us live in knits and then denim. At least where I live, we're in denim or heavy twills for our garments, either our pants, slacks, coats, heavy wear. So we're going to go back over and we're going to take a peek at sewing on this denim. Now, I'm going to set it to the needle down just so it stays. Excuse me. Now, I want to show you something. Most of us don't just do flat denim. We're going up and over seams. Let me get my hand out of the way so you can see this here. There we go. We have with Viking a feature called the exclusive sensor system that senses whether we're going over heavy or fine fabrics, and it will automatically adjust the height and the pressure to what we're doing. So with the denim, you can see here, it's a pretty good ruffle. I just went over all those different layers up and over without stopping. There was no problem, was there? The Brilliance 80 has a piercing power that's double what the former machine was. We used to be able to sew over with 78 Newton strength, which is how we measure the piercing power. We now have 150 Newton strength. So when you're on your Brilliance 80, you take that home. We're going to do some denim. Okay, some more. People always want to know, well, how many layers can we do? Let's take this piece of denim and fold it in half. So there's in half once. And I'm going to fold it in half again. It's hard for you to see it, but you can trust me. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. Now I'm going to fold that in half. So that's 8 layers. But that's not all we can do. We can do 12 layers. So here's 4, 8, let's do 12. So we're just going to fold that over again. I actually have to raise the presser foot to the extra high position. And you probably heard a sound. That was of the feed dogs lowering automatically. So when you're getting heavy fabrics in, the feed dogs drop. That works really well for minky, or if you're doing fleece blankets, because those are real heavy, or high and puffy, I should say. The denim is heavy. But we'll just go so long. If you were here, I would let you sew it yourself, just to see the ease of sewing here. I'm going to use the scissors to go ahead and cut the thread. Very, very handy feature. Now I need to take this out. I actually have to raise my presser foot again to get this out smoothly because it's so dense. Do you think that's probably going to be enough piercing power for what you're doing? Most people, I think that would be enough. A lot of times when we're bag makers or we're doing home dec and we're doing pillows and cushions, we always have those corners where we're coming together or where the zipper is, and we have some very heavy layers. This is going to take care of that for you. And if you look in the back, you're going to see that the stitches are as nice as can be on the back as on the front. There's no skipped stitches. There's no fussy tension. This little tail is there, but isn't that nice? I actually have a project I could show you now, I guess. that I sewed as well as embroidered. Oh, I'll show you a little bit because we'll break this up a little bit. You're going to like this. Close your eyes. We're going to go back to the screen because I want you to see some of this stuff we're doing here. This helps you to learn how to navigate while you're watching. This is where our fabric type is for a Joyous Sewing Advisor. I can go right there and touch that, and I can select a different fabric type. I can say I want to pick a different seam type, say a blind hem, and there it is. It's there selected for me. And down on the bottom, I'm going to bring that up so it's full screen because I want to show you how helpful this will be. Most people I talk to with a blind hem say, oh yeah, I've seen it demoed, but when I get home, I can't remember how to do it because I can't remember how to do the fold. So here is blind hem. In the white section at the top is what's active. So I'm just going to scroll up here. Shows us the list of materials that you're going to need, which foot to put on, how to fold, pin, and sew for the blind hem. There's over 120 built-in videos here to show you how to do things that you might not have never ever done before, or maybe it's been 10 years or 6 months and you're doing other things and you forget how to do things. So this is a real quick reminder on how to do things that you might otherwise avoid because you can't remember how it was you did it last time. Now, wasn't that an easy way to get a tutorial on doing a blind hem? I'm going to go ahead and minimize it now because and there's the stitch that's selected. Now, there are a whole lot of techniques in here. There are theme stitches. There are embellished. These are all exclusive stitches. But look, you can also see how to sew in a zipper. So having this Joyous Sewing Advisor with all these built-in tutorials is like having a sewing library at your hands or your sewing teacher with you at all times. I've touched zippers, and now what I have are choices. Do I want a centered zipper, a fly front zipper, an invisible zipper, or a separating zipper? All these choices, it's a flow chart. Every time I make a choice, we work from the top. It changes. And so here's the invisible zipper. It tells me to put on my zipper foot. Here's the how-to on how to line that up, get all my tools available. To me, this is very exciting because I have, like I say, people all the time. I go all around the country and they say, I can't remember how to do things. And I've got the book somewhere, but I can't remember where it is. So this gives you the ability to go get that information. It's at your fingertips. I'll go ahead and close that now because you can see how that works. And you can play with it more at home. So I'll minimize that. Here are the two different stitches you're going to use, the center and the right hand side zipper stitch for that invisible zipper that we selected. So the Joyous Sewing Advisor is here. It's very active now and right up front, so it's quite usable. Another thing I've had people say, I don't know what the fabric types are. This was fun for me to see when this machine came out, was if I touch heavy or the woven heavy, if you look right here, it describes denim, tweed, canvas, terry cloth. If I say, what's a stretch medium? It says sweater knits, double knit, velour, swimwear, etc. What's leather? Well, it's leather or suede. And vinyl is vinyl or faux leather. So you don't have to wonder what type of fabric am I using? What shall I select? It's all here for you. And it's very easy and it's self-explanatory. So your woven mediums are going to be calico, quilting fabrics, crepe, broadcloth, velvet, those types of fabrics. So those are fun. Here are dimensional stitches. Let's have a raise of hand. How many know what dimensional stitches are? All right, Blaine's counting. I want to show you what applique stitches are. These are built-in sewing stitches where you actually applique a fabric on. All the instructions are here, the built-in videos. I'm not going to have you watch it because I can do it for you. And I'll close that. But I have samples here. If I want to see if there's more than two, let's open that project by touching the tab again. And I have this screen blown up so I can see it better. But here I can see there's 13 different stitches. This is one that I really like. And I will minimize here the screen so you can see it on my screen. I have a project here, well, quite a few, but I'll show you this one that I had alluded to earlier. Because this was where I tested the piercing power, what 150 newtons really means. This is a backpack I made using this built-in applique stitch that you see right here on the screen. And this is when I was sold. Not only is the dimensional stitches of these applique stitches fun, they're functional, but it was the piercing power to me when I was creating this project that blew me away. This was done as a educator challenge for the convention. I'm trying to remember. I believe it was in when this designer diamonds or the designer Brilliance 80 came out. So this was the Northwest dealers with Canadians and the US. And this was the project I did. This is a backpack. And you can see here, there are the applique stitches I used. I did some design shaping here for the applique, or excuse me, with embroidery and my initial. On the side, there's more applique stitches, and on the straps, I put applique stitches. These applique fabric I used was a safety ribbon. So it's a reflection ribbon. So it doesn't matter where the headlights are coming from. They should be able to see me, right? Nobody has an excuse. But this piercing power was awesome because I sewed this together with this great big heavy zipper. All these layers here, where all these come together, right on the machine. And you can see here how thick that is. That's where I had to use the extra high lift of the presser foot to get this under the machine. And then with that 150 Newton strength, that piercing power, I was able to create a backpack that's both functional and fun and decorative. So that's when I knew I was sold on the piercing power. I needed to have it. Like I say, at this price, give me two. But this is a pocket flap here on the front. And, you know, it was a fun backpack to make, and it's been very fun to show because there's so many of the features that we use here on our Designer Brilliance 80 that you can really appreciate when you see it. So would you like to see one sewn? I just might have some fabric here. I will switch you over so you can watch me sew. And let's see if this is what we want. That's a good choice. I'll just stick with that one. Now it tells me what I need to do to set up the machine. I didn't play the video for you because I said I'm going to be your video. So if I look right up here, I have it set from woven medium. My Brilliance 80 tells me which foot to use for the stitch that I selected. So it says the S foot, so I'll put that on. And then I'm going to be activating the needle up, needle down. Actually, and then I'm close your eyes, everyone, so you don't get dizzy. I'm going to move my camera. So you can also watch this being sewn. All righty. So if we watch the video, it tells you to put your fabric under, begin sewing, and we'll sew till it stops. Because I selected that stitch with a sewing advisor, that automatically activated the needle down for me. So I bring in my applique piece from behind, under the foot, and it goes up against the needle. Just like that. And I use the start stop button again. And I'll do one more for you so you can see it. So you put the fabric in from behind, under the foot, up against the needle. Okay, now we do the trimming of the applique. So I just cut the fabric. And this is actually shown on the video, how to do that with your scissors. So I'll leave one like this, and this is what it looks like after it's trimmed. And that's how you do an applique stitch. And that's one of the dimensionals. There we also have sequin stitches, which are incredibly unbelievable. So I'll sew some for you. Since you're right here, I'll just go over and select without moving the camera back and forth so you don't have to get sick. And I will pick some sequin stitches. Again, that Joya Sewing Advisor will show you how to do that. I'm going to go ahead and be the video for you since I'm here. When the machine stops, we're going to put a sequin in. So I just tuck the sequin in, and away we go. Now, you want to know something funny? I was so excited and so involved showing you, I didn't change the foot. So I'm going to take this foot off. Well, I can't do it unless I bring my needle up. Then I'll take the foot off. And I'll actually put the open toe foot on because it makes your job easier when you're doing a sequin stitch. So let's just pull that back up where it belongs. Put the sequin in. And you can be able to see that sequin better now too, with the foot open. Whoops. That's what happens when you do it. Put the right foot in, then you go back and try to undo it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn you back over to Blaine while I should put a new needle in. How's that?
That sounds great, Darrelle. So I know there's a ton of questions out there, guys, and I'm going to try to, while she's putting a new needle in, I'm going to try to answer some of those questions. So Kyle, what were some of the questions that they asked? I think one of them was about Wi-Fi.
Yes, does this have Wi-Fi?
So they're asking, does it have Wi-Fi? What it is, you have to have that SewNet software, and it makes it Wi-Fi. So if you have that, you can have Wi-Fi on it, and you can download designs to it. You can update your machine. You can do all those sorts of things. The other thing, I think one of the questions was, somebody said something about, explain refurbish, what that really means, the factory reserviced. Well, what that is, a lot of times what happens, Viking, if they have like a studio where they have a class set up where they do training for their employees and different things, or they do a convention where they have these machines, Well, they have, they'll set up rooms with a lot of different machines. So sometimes that's how we get these machines. They may have used them in a classroom or something where there was 30. And then what they do is they go in and they take the machine, go through it, make sure everything on it's like brand new again, make sure it has the manuals and all the accessories. They rebox it and they offer it for sale. So they called us because we're one of the top dealers in the country and said, hey, could you take 30 of these? And I said, yes, if we can get a special deal. And so that's how we got the 30. So just to let y'all know, has a full warranty on it from Viking. Also, we're putting that 3-year platinum protection warranty on top of it. So you're going to be covered really well for this machine. So don't hesitate at all. It's just like brand new machines. Some of these, matter of fact, sometimes we get these machines, they've never been even opened. It's pretty crazy. So, you know, they put them all together and we made this bundle. So it's a great package for you today, guys. And again, I want to stress to you, $49.99 for the price. Guys, this is a $12,000 package. And we were slated to sell these for $59.99 as of 6 o'clock last night. And we changed the price today for the show to $49.99. And it's just not the machine. We're also throwing in that MySewNet software, which is a digitizing software that's also going to enable that Wi-Fi connection feature. You're going to get that rolling tote for your machine to put it in. The sewing mat, our world famous sewing mat, you're getting that extra large size in the blue color that matches that machine. And then we're putting that platinum protection warranty on top of that. And what that platinum protection warranty does, it covers the parts and labor for 3 years. On that first year, we pay the shipping both ways. If you have any kind of problem, on years 2 and 3, we pay the shipping one way. So that means you would ship it to us and then we'll pay to ship it back to you once it's repaired or any kind of problem with it. So great package put together for you today, guys. And I can't stress to you, this, Designer Epic, the Designer 80, the Brilliance 80, that machine, if you've been looking at like the Designer series of machines, they have the Epic 1, they have the Epic 2. This machine ranks up there. This is one of the big boys. It's got the sewing and embroidery, and what a great machine that we have available today. And I got to just tell you a few of the sewing features on this while she's getting ready over there. This thing, it has the, Darrelle talked about that piercing power. Now, I don't think, I think one of the questions, Kyle, somebody talked about, will it do leather? I think it probably would do some thin leather. I'd be very cautious about that. Darrelle can probably talk to us a little bit more about that. It's got such piercing power. You saw that it went through 12 layers of jean material. So it's probably going to go through some not real thick leather, but I think she can probably talk a little bit more. I do know you can sew leather with it because I know Darrelle had some samples of leather when she came in our classroom a couple years ago and did some. But anyway, it has that maximum electronic needle piercing power. So it automatically senses that material and it'll penetrate it. It has the large surface to sew on. It has a 10-inch work area. It has 550 stitches built in, 19 categories of easy stitch selection. It has 5 programmable sewing alphabets in both upper and lowercase letters, interchangeable dual foot included, and even the fabric feeding, needle up and down function, the start-stop button, automatic thread cutter, the sensor one-step buttonhole, 11 buttonhole styles, stitch positioning, straight stitch plate sensor, 2 free motion settings. I think one of the questions people said, can you do free motion? You sure can. It has 2 settings. It has a spring action and a floating. And what that means is those feed dogs will go down so you can actually put that fabric on there and do free motion, which is an awesome feature. It has 29 needle positions and it has the stitch balance. That's just on the sewing side, everyone. Now, the embroidery features, which Darrelle's hadn't even really got into the embroidery part of this yet, but she will. It has the generous embroidery area. It does up to a 360 by 350 millimeter embroidery area. Over 565 embroidery designs included, 5 embroidery fonts, each in a different size from a 10 millimeter to an 8 millimeter size. It has design positioning, design customization on the screen, embroidery up to 1,000 stitches per minute, which that's pretty much like all the multi-needle machines even they have out in the market are about 1,000 per minute. So it's extremely fast. Smart Save, save all your work. Has that automatic jump stitch trim. Welcome to the embroidery stitch out. It has design shaping, design applique, basting options, embroidery buttonholes and decorative stitches in the hoop, tapering in the hoop, and even more features just in the whole machine itself. It has that great LED light built in, great, lights up that workspace extremely well. You have that complimentary machine software downloads, bobbin winding through the needle, USB port built in. It has the inch and centimeter ruler on the base plate. This thing was designed and engineered in Sweden. And then, you know, it comes with power cord needles, the Designer Brilliance 80 sampler book, scissors, embroidery thread, comes with some pieces of fabric and stabilizer. And then finally, you get that micro cloth just to kind of wipe it down and keep it looking good and to keep that screen clean. So, guys, this thing has a ton of features. This is a $12,000 package. And I think a lot of y'all probably know, if you've ever shopped these things have been selling for $8,000 and $9,000 for a long time. We had a special price of $59.99. We've actually lowered that to $49.99 today, and today only. That price is going to be good all the way till 6 p.m. tonight, Pacific time, and then it's going to go right back up to the $59.99. We got 30 of these machines. We got them in stock, ready to ship to you right now. Free shipping right to your door. 60-month, 0% interest financing makes those payments extremely low. You can get those payments down to like $83 and some change. So very affordable. Great machine. If you've been in the market for this, I would suggest get one of these today. Hey, you can go on the website right now at SewingMachinesPlus.com. Just type in at the search bar up there. You can type in the Brilliance 80, and it'll take you right to the product page. You can purchase it right from there. If we have live chat agents are standing by that can actually answer some questions for you on the website. If you want to give us a call today at 800-401-8151 and speak to one of our live agents. They're standing by on the phones right now. They're very knowledgeable about this machine, can answer questions for you as well, and they can help you even with that finance or anything else you need. But again, give us a call at 800-401-8151, and we can help answer questions. So, Darrelle, did you get that machine all set up and ready to go?
I did, and I have another sequin in my hand. So,
all right, well, let's get that sequin ready and let's show everybody that. And then as soon as you get that, if you could, I would like to, if you could just highlight a few of the embroidery features on that machine as well. We could talk about that if you're set up to do that.
I am, you betcha.
All right, fantastic.
All right, I've got a new needle in. Isn't she beautiful? We were doing a sequin stitch. All right, I just put the sequins in, down, and I'm going to do the same thing. Now I'm going to turn that around so you can see those beautiful sequins all stitched on here. Those cute. Now I've put those on garments. I've put them on crafty type things. Probably my favorite way to use them is on cardstock. I do a lot of sewing on cardstock. So I'm going to show that to you right here. This is just a card. I've done some decorative stitching as well as some cards. So you can see here that this is a different stitch that I sewed for you. These are sequin stitches hanging off here. If I can get them to move here. So let me show you that stitch. I'll turn you back here so you can see. Not all the stitches are the same, or there are, how many different ones did we look at? 11 different ones. So I'm going to do one that is not symmetrical. Here we go. This is one. Actually, I will start on a fresh spot so you can see them and compare them here in a minute. Here we go. This one I can put anywhere I like because there's no center hole on this sequins that I have to line up. On this one, I'll go ahead and put that down there for the center hole. But these, you can see, you can just have sequins that hang down. So you can have patterns and shapes. Like I say, I like to do greeting cards. And greeting cards are fun to make. They're a personal gift. And I would say, are they less expensive than buying them? Depends. You can put an awful lot of work and fun into these, but I still think they're more fun to make than to buy. So I showed you a couple of greeting cards here. So those are the sequin stitches, which I really like. There's another type of stitch called a pop-up stitch. And rather than move you back and forth, I'm going to bring this over here and you can look at them, and then I'm going to just show you some samples. Okay, that's a pop-up stitch. There's two of them here. And when I select one, I'm just going to show it to you over here on a project. Here's a pillow I made for using a lot of different techniques. These are the pop-up stitches. So you can see they actually pop up. This is on a velvet pillow, which is my sampler pillow. Here are sequin stitches. Here are some applique stitches, and this is done with wool felt on this velvet. It's really beautiful if you see the pillow in person and touch it. There are also some embellished stitches built onto your Designer Brilliance 80. They're called embellished because if you look at the stitch here, there's perfect circles for placement of crystals or anything else you like. But that's an embellished stitch. Now, Blaine mentioned theme stitches. I actually have some on this pillow, so as I turn it, I'll show you the theme stitches. Right here, where they go from one to another, different patterns without having to stop and hope that you completed one before you start another one. And those are here. We can look at this sewing advisor and go to our theme stitches right there, and we'll pick those. And of course, it gives you all the how-tos on how to do that. So I don't have to play all these or stitch all these out for you because you have the ability to do all these right here. I do have all these stitched out though here because it's easier to see on the actual stitch than on the machine. So here's the heart going into the star and the dot and the flowers. These are very beautiful. I've sewn these on blouses as decorative elements, as well as, oh, I have a jacket here I'll show to you. I might have to switch the camera and I'll put on the jacket so you can see it better rather than just a random sample. This is a silk Dupioni jacket. If you look on this side, you're going to see some real sparkly, those are sequins. On this side, I have put in quite a few of the theme stitches as well as a line of sequins. So I wear this quite often. It's a nice jacket. It's just fun to wear. And it's one I made. I'm a garment sewer, so I do quite a bit of that. I actually have a jacket here. Before Blaine asks for it, I'm going to show you because he likes this jacket. This is one that I sewed. This whole arm of this little denim jacket has just little dots down of two different colors on the sleeve. All the trim, all this buck stitching is done in glow-in-the-dark thread. I call it buck stitching. It's like a built-in, well, it's not. I programmed that like a sashiko stitch. I don't know if you can see that. But the back is what's fun too, because this is all embroidered. This is using one petal of this flower right here, and then using the shape creator on the machine and creating a great big flower out of that same one. And then the same one, the little guys down here were all done in embroidery. And then the little random dots everywhere I used as filler. Those are sewing. And there's the buttons in the front are all embroidered and then covered. So everything ties in and matches. Little buttons here match the ones in this here. So this is sewing on a denim jacket. You can take a basic denim jacket and make it something pretty darn fancy. There's glow in the dark thread here. There's a lot of fun techniques and different things you can use. So I showed you the cardstock I sew on. So let me show you some that I've actually embroidered on. Here's one very basic 3 lines of little flowers. Cardstock. Then I painted these. These are hand painted. So let me show you what that design looks like before the painting is done. Again, here's some denim. This is a nice little tote bag. Straps, but it was, needed some embroidery. Everything we have in life needs embroidery. So there's those little flowers. Isn't that fun? You can take the same design and make it so different. That's why I think embroidery fits me, because I can do stuff that I want to do that nobody else can do. And I can start with the same basic sewing machine. Well, it's not basic, but the same stitches or built-in embroideries that everyone else has, but I can make them different. So here's some more cards, and then we'll be done with cards. But I sewed those and showed you the sequin stitches. Well, on the Brilliance 80, there's a menu called M, as in magnificent. Look at the beautiful designs. That is a design I stitched right on the card and then painted. And I have it also in another color in a horizontal setting. So the red and blue, same design. And I'll show you, I told you it's in the M menu. This one also is in the M menu. Aren't those fun? And then you can sit and be a kid again and paint or color. This one's just fun. This was actually not on the machine. This is out of the software. This is the lion that I painted. All right, I'll set my cards away. And shall we go back to sewing? There's another. Guess I'll take you back over there too. There are some other stitches here in the embellished. I showed you the crystal stitches. There's also some tassel stitches. I have this Joyous Sewing Advisor coming up at full screen. You don't have to. I can minimize that or put it down on the bottom or minimize it completely. I have the ability to put it anywhere on that screen, left, right, top or bottom, or the full screen. So these are tassel stitches. And they're pretty cool. They sew out and they create tassels. So here's a little apron that I created using the tassel stitches. I've got it folded down so you can see just the tassels, the decorative bottom here. Because it gives you an idea, some things you can do with all those built-in stitches. These are tassel stitches. Isn't that fun? You sew them on, and then you cut the bobbin thread from behind, and you've got this little tassel. I left mine with loops, so that would be called Berber, right? If you were talking carpet. But you could also cut them so those loops frizz, and that would be frisé. So depending on what you want to do, you can. This apron has some other techniques and built-in decorative stitches, and this is done using a 12-weight cotton thread. I like the cotton blendables, and those are used with the cotton blendable. And then using the built-in stitches here, this was couched over a little ribbon on the bottom. And using the ruffler, this was made with a ruffle and the rolled hem. So fun little apron. Using the tassel stitches to decorate that. Challenge yourself to try to use as many of those decorative stitches as you can. Don't be the person who has all those stitches and then never uses them. I like the screen here because I can customize that screen and open that the way I like. I can then zoom in because of that capacitive touch and really look at a stitch. Say, look at this buttonhole. Is that not the cutest? To me, that looks like one of those little woolly caterpillars. So that's just a fun. And the vintage stitches in menu G are the ones that I used on that little apron with those that real heavy thread. And people will look at that and they'll think that I did that by hand, because I used to do a lot of handwork, and I've, some of my friends from certain different eras of my life know I'm a handwork person. So I can now use those and it still looks like I'm doing handwork. I don't anymore. My eyes and my knuckles have both said no more. So I enjoy all the use of our machines. So here are the different menus as we go through. Remember earlier where I sorted for just certain stitches? Here in the menu L, they all live and they're not sorted. But going through the Joyous Sewing Advisor and selecting a different technique, I was able to sort for them. And here they're all in there together. And this is the single motif. And I do have some single motif. Here's the little heart, which is a single motif. And I also have the little, this guy right here is a single motif. These are built in. There he is. On the denim jacket, I use that quite a few of those single motif. If you want to, if you're a doll maker and you want to make a face, there's your eyes and your smiles. So pretty fantastic. We have a built-in user's guide, but there's also a hard copy user's guide. So if you're a person who likes the book, here's the book. user's guide, very well laid out. Good pictures on how to do things. Troubleshooting guide. But the built-in user's guide is here as well. And so you can just go right here on your screen or the book. But since this is a Wi-Fi capable machine, I can look at my user's guide when I'm sitting in the car or on an airplane, because with the My Sew Net, we have the ability to put the apps that are free from Viking on our phones, on our tablets, or our iPads, and we're able to access all that from wherever we are. We do not have to be on the same Wi-Fi. So I'm going to bring my tablet up here, and I want to show you some things that are on my tablet or built onto the machine. I'll bring it right up here next to you. So I can set my tablet for whichever Wi-Fi capable machine that Viking has, and you can see there's quite a few. I've got Brilliance 80. Now, any of the sewing information I want, I have access to wherever I am. As long as I have my apps on. This one is called the JoyOS Advisor, and they're free in your app store. What you'll need to do first is go into Husqvarna Viking to the My Sew Net, and it's on the banner across the top of the screen. You sign up for a My Sew Net account. It's free. You'll need your email address and a password, and then you'll have the ability to use the apps. Currently, there's 3. You'll also get 100 megabyte of cloud storage, which is free, where you can save your projects. You can save the designs that you created and stitches that you create, because you can say you want to put some program some stitches together and save them, write out a quilt label, where you're sewing it out in different lines. You can do that and save it. It'll be in your cloud, which is pretty darn cool. So that's the JoyOS Advisor on my app. There's also a My Sew Monitor. I like this one and I use it a lot. Again, you don't have to be on the same Wi-Fi as your machine. I have a daughter who will come to my house when I'm gone, and she'll sew or embroider on my machines. And I got off an airplane on the East Coast. I live on the West Coast. And I was getting notifications that it was time to change my thread. My daughter was at home using my machine, and I was getting the thread change alerts and the bobbins low alert on my phone. So I thought that was pretty cool. I knew somebody was at my house using my phone. The other app is called Quick Design. This is a fun app. It is an auto-digitizing instant gratification app. You can take a picture of something and then automatically digitize it. You can take a picture of where you are, or you can go in to your gallery and pick something. And I actually have a picture in here that I will pull up and we'll use, because I have the sample as well so you can see it. Okay, I'm going to use a picture of my dog. So I've got satin large. I'll probably use a scatter on him. I save it to my cloud right here. And when I do, it prompts me to name him. I have some editing capability. I have an eraser here. So I can, let's just say I want to erase some of this detail here. I can do that. And now it's gone. I will save this to my cloud. I will name it Monk because that's the dog's name. And save. It says it's been saved to my SewNet. Now let's come over here. I just saw the cloud moving. So let's go over to embroidery where the hoop is, and we'll do a start new. Let's go open my cloud. Well, there it is there. I'll open my cloud from here. And let's go see if we can find Monk. I will open that bigger, so you can see it. See how it's fun to be able, and then I can say that I want to see in picture view. So I didn't put it in this folder, so let's go get it up here. You can see you're getting a glimpse into my messy mind. It automatically goes into the folder quick design, so go back up to that and we'll go get Monk, and I can stitch him out. So I do have the stitch out here so you can see that. Pretty cool, huh? Now that's a dog that will lay still when he's laying on the grass, so there's not a whole lot of movement. So the better pick, not everything is a good candidate for quick design because it's quick and it does instant and there's not a lot of editing. But this is a real VP3 design. I can now take this into my software because it's in my cloud folder on my computer. I can open it in the software and I can do some editing to it. I can add, take away, put a name on there, whatever I like. I have the capability to do that. But I like it just as is. I took the picture and I stitched it out, and I think it looks like the dog. Of course, I'm prejudiced. He's my dog, so. Now I'm going to go ahead and delete this because you want to see some of the fun capabilities we can do in embroidery. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I already showed you some. Anybody paying attention? You remember the backpack? It's right over there. This is using the design shaping and a built-in monogram font. This was done in the sewing mode, but I decided I would rather embroider these others, so I have access to all my sewing stitches from the embroidery side, and I can use those. So let's go around here so you can see, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. We have my favorite guy up here, and I'm going to show you what it is. I love the quick help, which is, there you go. Can you see that? There's a little question mark. If I touch question mark, it then is waiting for me. See how it's pulsing? Now, anything on my screen I'm not sure about, if I touch it, it gives me the name for it. There's my design shaping. Remember the little flower wreath on the backpack? This is where I made it, is in design shaping. Now, not only did the quick help give me the name of the tool, it gave me how to access my owner's manual. So my user's guide opened right here and right to design shaping. Everything you need to know is here. I'm here with you, so I'm going to walk you through it. But later, when you say, I can't remember what she did, how did she do that? This is how I do it. I actually have to read. And it's okay. So with design shaping, I can use a built-in design, one from my cloud, one from a USB stick, anything I've saved on the machine, or I can use a sewing stitch. Look at this. There's the sewing stitches. So I'll show you how I did the one for the backpack with the design or the applique stitches. So let's go to the applique stitch. We could use another one. We don't have to use the same one. Let's use this one. I'll just touch. It's loaded on my embroidery screen. Now it looks pretty big. It's not really, but look at this. This is all about perspective. This is the 80 by 80 hoop that automatically opened for that. Look at all the different hoop sizes that are available here. Anybody count real fast? There's 20 different ones. So this opened to 80 by 80, and that's fine. I'll close that. I'll probably open a bigger one so that we can play more. I'll do a 121 by 120. So when I open the shaping, I have one of these. Let's do a square. That's easy math, isn't it? How many of those do I want on my square? How about 4 of them? And then I can use the handles and I can bring them in and out here. But I also have the ability, this tool right down here, to tell it what size I want it. Maybe I want it 80 by 80. Because I picked a square, the left and the width and the height automatically changed, or the same. I only had to change one. Maybe I think I would rather have 8 in there. I like that better. I'm not sure, but I can change my mind anytime I want. Let's go to 5, or let's 56. How's that? Well, that's probably too many, but that's okay. This gives you a real good visual on how to manipulate or maneuver, I should say, the screen. So let's go back to 4. So you can see I can do plus and minus here, or I can touch that bar with a number and put in the number that I want. Either way is just fine. Now for the rotation, that tool is here. And when I activate that, I can rotate 90, but can you tell it's moving? Probably not, because I had it, it's square, so you're not rotating. You don't notice the 90, so let's do less than 90. We can do 1 degree at a time rotation. This is very helpful when you're fine-tuning something and you're creating at the screen. I think I like it right there. That's 299 degrees. And where would I like to put it? The screen has hot spots. Okay, these square handles are the scale, the size. The little circle with the arrows chasing itself is rotational. This tool right here is called position or move. Let me give you the actual position. Okay, so there's my position. When I'm in the embroidery side, that's called positioning. So it would be, I could be positioning my design, or in this case, I'm positioning my stitch. This one down here is pan. That means I can just pan all over the screen because that's what I've got activated. So I want to go ahead and put that back in the center of my screen. So I touch position and touch in the center. If I decide I want a little different, I can move it, fine tune it any way I like. And that's how we'll position your designs or your stitches on the screen in embroidery. So that's beautiful. I love it. What do you think? You like that? If not, well, you can go back and do it, change your mind. And we have 1 of this unit now. So I can have 2 of that unit by just saying 2 of them. See that? and they came in as they were. That's kind of cool. And I will get everybody centered here. Now let's put an initial in there. We have the ability to put a single, let's just say it's a Designer Brilliance, so 80. We'll call it an 80. So 8 and OK. Do we like that font? If not, we don't have to erase it. All we have to do is just put another one in there and see if we like that better. We can go through, we have 5 choices here. So we can just continue to do that till we get what we like. That might be the one I want. How's that? And okay. But there's another tool here. This is called arcing. So I can arc that actually if I want. Let's just leave it as a straight. And I'll put it right there because I'll show you why you'd want to arc something on another place. Okay, so now that's going to stitch out in the order. This is my little, we'll call it a film strip. If I want the 80 to stitch out first, I can just move it up in stitch out order and it will stitch out first. That to me is so cool because in the past, you know, well, on the machine I started on, whatever I put on the screen first was going to stitch out first. But now I have the ability to go in and create and rearrange as I go so I can be more creative. I don't have to have everything planned ahead of time. So I'm not going to stitch this out. I'm just going to delete all designs. Yep, there they go. Because I want to take you back to the Joy of Sewing Advisor. There are some things here I don't want to just kind of glide over and ignore because there's a lot of information here, like on the sewing side, that's helpful when you're starting your learning. Or if you're like me, you just need a quick reminder. This grid here that's open here is the background and grid. I can turn the grid on and off here. These are alignment bars, so I can use those as well if I'm aligning up rows of stitching or rows of designs or the grid. I can use those alignment bars. Whenever you see this caret, and I don't know if you can see that here on where you're looking, there's a little caret at the bottom. That means if you touch and hold that icon, something else opens. So here are our grid options. I can set that to 1 inch. Now my grid's going to be 1 inch when I go in here, but that green's probably perfect because I've got a green. Well, actually here, this is probably better, isn't it? I've got some green vinyl I'm going to embroider on. So there's my green vinyl. I'm going to close some of this stuff. And my 1 inch grid. See how nice that is? I want to see what designs will look nice on a project. So let's go through here. Let's look at this M. I referred to this earlier. I'm going to tell this to open up full screen. There's some designs here that are very beautiful. They're very artistic. The ones up here are the ones that I painted when I do on cardstock. With cardstock, you're going to pick a design that's not heavily stitched like on the edge like a satin stitch would be, because your card will fall apart. So these up here are perfect for stitching on paper or leather. Again, leather's like paper in that you don't want a hard stitch on the edge.
Hey, Darrelle?
Yes.
Hey, we're running out of time. So is there a way that if anybody has any questions, they can contact you?
Yes, that would be okay.
All right. What's the easiest way? Do you have your Facebook?
Yes, I have one. It's called Sew Well with Darrelle. Darrelle.
Okay. So can we put that on the screen, guys?
So well.
So well, Darrelle.
with Darrelle.
Sew Well with Darrelle. Okay, Sew Well with Darrelle. That's our Facebook. Well, hey, Darrelle, thank you so much for coming on today. I know we kind of ran over and we're a little short on time, but great demonstration on those machines. It's very informative. And anyway, thank you for joining our show today, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Okay, Blaine.
Thank you, Darrelle.
All right.
Thanks, Darrelle.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Got to remind everybody one more time, hey, how you can get this machine. Hey, and I'll tell you a little bit about, I know we had some questions. Kyle's, if we could put that overlay up there for everybody to see that beautiful machine. This is $49.99 today. Guys, this is an incredible price. Our normal sales price that we were going to have this at was $59.99. We got it for $49.99 today, and today only at 6 p.m. Pacific time today. It'll go back up to the $59.99. You're getting this incredible package. You're getting the MySewNet software that makes it digitizing. It's a digitizing software. Also makes sure enables your machine to have Wi-Fi. You're getting that rolling tote. You're getting that our world famous sewing mat. You're getting the extra large blue sewing mat that comes with it, and also that platinum protection plan with it. It's got a full Viking warranty. Plus, we are throwing in that platinum protection plan, 3-year warranty, which will cover the parts and labor if you have any kind of issues with it for the next 3 years. It also pays the shipping both ways on the year 1. On years 2 and 3, we only pay the shipping back to you. You'll have to ship it to us if you have any kind of problem. So it gives you great peace of mind for this. And I got to tell everybody who was asking about the embroidery sizes. So the embroidery, it comes with 3 hoops in the package for the embroidery. One of them is a 5x5. One's about approximately 10x8. And the other one's approximately a 14x8. So those are your 3 sizes of embroidery hoops that come with the machine. And guys, this thing comes with 13 feet in the box. 13. It's incredible. You get the utility foot, that decorative stitch foot, the buttonhole foot, the blind hem foot, a zipper foot, non-stick glide foot, edging foot, piecing foot, embroidery and darning foot, side motion foot, the sensor 1 buttonhole foot, that sensor Q foot, and the interchangeable dual feed foot. So great accessory pack that comes with it. And there's so many accessories that come with this machine as well. It's insane how much comes with this machine. So when you get this box, it's going to be packed full of things. And great package we have put together for you today. So guys, if you're in the market for one of these machines, this is that top of the line machine, just like you'd see like the Applique 2 and that Applique 1 machine. This ranks right up there with them with all the features of a sewing and embroidery machine. And man, with the price we have today is absolutely incredible. So there you go. There, I hope everybody got their questions answered. If you didn't, we're going to put Darrelle's Facebook page up there before the show's out, so y'all can maybe contact her on her Facebook and ask her some questions if you have anything else on there. And we sure do appreciate her coming on the show today. But hey, guys, real quick before we get out of here, I got to highlight one of our salespeople. If you give us a call today at 800-401-8151, you may get this guy. That's Robert Cook. He is one of our telephone representatives over there at the call center. And Robert is super awesome. Great, nice guy. Hey, and if you get him on the phone today, if you make an order and you get Robert, tell him you saw him on the show. And so kudos to Robert over there for the great job he does every day in part of Nick's team over there. So, hey, and speaking of what's going on, we got to go. Hey, we're going to go to our live reporter today. We're going to Kennedy. Kennedy is our sewcologist, our local sewcologist. And y'all probably going, what is a sewcologist? Well, we are going to tell you just a little bit. We'll get her to show you what a sewcologist is. She has an embroidered apron on that has the definition on there. And it's basically, it's kind of like a psychologist, but it's helping you with your sewing addiction. So Kennedy, what's been going on in the retail stores?
How are you? I'm so excited. I've had so much coffee today. I'm ready to show you what we've got going on here. We have a ton of fabric. That's what I really want to talk about today. We are having a killer sale going on right now. All of our regular fabric is going to be 25% off. Our holiday and our clearance is going to be 30 and 50% off today. So make sure all the way through September 4th. So make sure you're coming in and seeing all of this amazing fabric. Look at that. We've got a wall. Who doesn't want a wall of fabric? It's like the Fabric Hall of Fame. Anyway, we also have tons of classes and events going on. So what's new is this Saturday in our classroom, we talk about all new things going on, tons of new exciting products coming out, new machines, everything like that. We're also going to be having like a show and tell on Saturday. So if you have a project working on, make sure you come in and love seeing projects. Yeah, but classes, events, everything like that. We are starting a rental program for our long arms. So be sure to check that out. Our entire calendar is going to be on our website. Make sure you check all of our classes are going to be on there as well. We have owners, if you've just bought the new machine and you haven't even taken it out of the box and you don't know what to do next, those are going to be for you. They're awesome and they're great, and our teachers are just phenomenal. They're amazing. So that is some new things on summer sale. We've got presser feet and hoops on sale, 20% off. If you come in, if you love to embroider, you're welcome here.
Kennedy, it sounds like you got a lot going on. Hey, can you stop for just a second and give us a close up of your apron so everybody can see your little apron of your psychologist?
Yes, I am the psychologist here. This apron, I think if you pop in, you might see me around.
All right. So we're having a connection problem with Kennedy. She's lagging pretty bad. So sorry about that, folks. But I think she was using her cell phone. But hopefully we'll get in the future. We're going to have Go and Report live in the stores. We'll have a little bit better Wi-Fi connection on the stores. And I think the next time I think she was in San Marcos today. Hopefully next Thursday we're going to be down in the Mission Bay store, coming to you live and show you that store. Those are our two super stores in the San Diego area. So if you're local in Southern California, it is worth the drive to go see those stores. We have tons and tons of fabric that you can come and get. We have every brand. We carry every brand in all the stores. We have long arm rentals. So if you've been thinking about what it would be like to do long arm quilting, we have long arm rentals. You have to have a certification class to take it. And we have Carrie Hansen teaches that class. And you can get that class taught and get you certified to where you can do the rental program, and just check out a bunch of different machines and see which one you like if you've been considering getting one. That way you get to kind of use it before you buy it. So great program. And so thanks for Kennedy coming on board today and showing us that, and talking about the fabric specials. I think I heard her say we have some fabric up to 50% off, and I think almost every fabric was 25% off. So great fabric sale going on right now. So if you're in the local area, go stop by those stores. We have one down in San Diego at the Mission Bay across from Mossy Ford. And then if you're up in the San Marcos area, we have one. We're right beside the 78 freeway in Nordahl Road in that Walmart Costco Center. So if you've never been to our stores, we invite you to come in. So guys, what time is it? Doorbusters! My favorite time. Kyle, let's hear it one more time. I got to hear it. Doorbusters! All right, guys, this is our doorbuster for today. And we have put together, it is our COVID safety bundle. And I know that, COVID's kind of coming back and, showing its ugly head out there again. Hey, we have a great tote bag for you. This tote bag is big enough that you can put a sewing machine in it. You can put a serger in it. You can put all kinds of different things in this. Thread. I mean, it could, you could use it to just put your clothes in to go over on overnight. This thing is a great little tote bag. We're also throwing in a 10-pack of face shields. And these face shields are ones that have the elastic headband. You can use them for a number of things. Matter of fact, I use one of these when I'm doing my drilling and sanding and things at home. And but it's a great face mask. It keeps anything coming into your eyes or all that. We're also throwing in a silk face mask, and that mask they're saying that the silk actually filters better than any mask out there other than that what's the 90? What's the N95? Yeah, the N95 is that medical mask. This supposedly filters better than any other but that N95. And the great thing about these, you can actually machine wash them, or they say to hand wash them, but you put them on gentle cycle on the machine, you can wash them and keep them clean. So great silk mask. And then we're going to also throw in a bottle of the hand sanitizer for you. This is a great little gift for somebody. This is over $100 worth of stuff. Today, we're selling it for $42.99. And guys, these are limited as well. I think Kyle told me we only have about 25 or 30 of these. So guys, if you want one of these, jump on it today. This is a great, great price. Hey, the tote bag is worth $40 itself. So you're getting a great tote bag, and then you're getting this little, COVID safety bundle as well in there. Those face shields with the silk mask plus that hand sanitizer. So that's our doorbuster for today. So if you want one of these, hey, get on the website, go up and just type in doorbuster in the search bar, and it'll take you to all of our doorbusters that we've had on the past shows and the one for today. And then also you can give us a call at 800-401-8151 and just tell them you want the doorbuster for today. So that is our doorbuster. So guys, hey, is it time for anything else?
It is.
What time is it, guys?
Giveaway time.
No time for crime, it's giveaway time.
I got to see that one more time, Kyle.
No time for crime, it's giveaway time.
All right, there you heard it from Spider-Man himself. No time for crime, it's giveaway time. And Spider-Man was brought to us today by Ginger Israel. Ginger, congratulations. We used your video that you made to announce our giveaways. So Ginger, we're going to give you your choice of any sewing mat we have. We have 6 colors of sewing mats. Pick the color and pick which size you want. And we have 3 different sizes. Hey, just shoot us an email to contestplural@SewingMachinesPlus.com and just put your name and shipping address and let us know what color and what size of mat you want. And we'll get that shipped out to you as soon as we get the information. But very creative. And I got to tell you all about the contest. So every week we're going to have a giveaway. We're going to have one of you announce our giveaway. And we want you just to make a video. Use your cell phone, make a video announcing it's giveaway time, and send it to contestplural@SewingMachinesPlus.com. And if we use your video on air, we're going to give you a prize. So very creative, doing the most creative, funny way you can do it, and it'll be awesome. And that was great. And if I understand correctly, Kyle, wasn't that Ginger's husband that did that for her? So we think that was Ginger's husband that dressed up like Spider-Man. And matter of fact, he looked like the real Spider-Man, didn't he? He had to kind of had this. Let's see that one more time, Kyle. I got to see it again.
No time for crime, it's giveaway time.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but he had his hands the right way, had the stance. So great job, Ginger, for that video. That was incredible. So anyway, she got her prize. So, hey, it's giveaway time, guys. And so let's give some stuff away. The first up we're going to give away, I think we're giving away tote bags, Kyle.
Yes.
So we're going to give away 2 sets of our tote bags. Y'all all love these tote bags. There's 8 different sizes or 8 different colors. And they're $49.99 for the bundle on our website, or $9.99 each. We're going to give you the whole bundle. And our first winner today is Gail Wells. So congratulations, Gail. And Gail's going to receive that bundle of bags. So Gail, just give us an email to contestplural@SewingMachinesPlus.com. Give us your name, your shipping address, where you want it sent to, and just put "I won the bag bundle" in there. All right, very good. Let's give us our next winner. Our next winner is Sandra.
Sandra.
How do you pronounce her last name, guys? Reitenauer.
Yeah.
So I think it's Sandra Reitenauer. Sandra, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name. Sandra, congratulations. You just won a bag bundle. And again, Sandra, send us an email to contestplural@SewingMachinesPlus.com and give us your name, shipping address, and tell us you won the bag bundle, and we'll get that right out to you. So next up, we're going to give some of our world famous sewing mats away. And there you see it. You have all 6 colors. We have 3 different sizes. We have a medium, large, extra large size. That small or that medium size is for like your serger style small machines. And then the extra large is like for your bigger machines, like that Brilliance 80 we had on the show today. It has the big embroidery unit on it. That'll cover that. But we have it in the Brother Blue, the Baby Lock Gold, the Bernina Janome Red. We have it in the pink, North Carolina Blue, and the LSU purple. And so great colors to choose from. 3 good sizes. So let's get us a winner, Kyle.
Paula Pepler.
Paula Pepler. Congratulations, Paula. So Paula, give us an email to contestplural@SewingMachinesPlus.com. Tell us what color and what size of mat you want, and then give us your name and shipping address, and we'll get that shipped right out to you. Let's pull one more winner up, Kyle.
Michelle Guarcy.
Michelle Guarcy. So Michelle Guarcy, if I'm not, sorry if I'm butchering that last name, Michelle, but so Michelle, congratulations, you're winning a sewing mat. So Michelle, just again, pick what size of mat you want, the medium, large, or extra large, and pick out one of those 6 colors there. Tell us what color, and send us an email to contest, plural, at SewingMachinesPlus.com with your name, a shipping address where you want it shipped to, and then just tell us that size and color that you want. All right, so I got to tell everybody what they're going to win. We're picking the sewing machine we're giving away, and it is going to be a Viking. It's the 20, isn't it? E20. So we're giving that Viking E20 machine away today. And guys, again, this is a great machine. You saw, we had Darrelle on here from Viking. So naturally, we're going to give a Viking machine away with that special deal that they gave us on the machines to sell today. This is going to be our giveaway. So there's a bunch of different ways you can win it. We're going to announce the winner on next Thursday's show. So if you want to win this, there's a couple ways. On the live show today, if you've commented or made, asked questions, you're automatically entered to win. If you share the video and like it, you're automatically entered to win. After the broadcast, after the live broadcast, you can go do those same things again. You can go to YouTube, you can go to Facebook, you can make comments underneath the video down there. You can ask questions, you can share it, do those same things, and that'll also get you entered to win. And then next week, we'll give the whole week you have to do all those things. We'll pull that winner out for next week, and we'll announce it for the Thursday show. So anyway, guys, sorry our show ran over a little bit today, but I want to remind you one more time about that Brilliance 80 machine. Guys, this is an incredible price on this. If you've been in the market for a great sewing and embroidery machine, this is it. Designer Brilliance 80 sewing and embroidery. This thing is normally a $12,000 package. We got it for $49.99. That price is good through 6 p.m. Pacific time today, and then it's going to go up to $59.99, the regular sale price. But a great price. You're saving over $7,000. We're going to offer also 60-month 0% interest financing. Get those payments down about a little over $83 a month for you. And with this machine, you're getting that MySewNet digitizing software that also enables it to be Wi-Fi. You're getting that rolling tote. You're getting that blue extra large sewing mat, and then the platinum protection warranty that we're giving that will also pay for the first year. It's going to cover parts and labor, anything that's outside, the normal warranty from Viking. And then we are going to pay the shipping both ways on years 2 and 3. It covers the labor and the parts, and then it will also pay the shipping one way. So if you ship it to us on years 2 and 3, we'll ship it back for free. So great package, guys, and that gives you that peace of mind. It has the full Viking warranty on these. These are factory reservice machines, and we got 30 of them in, and when those 30 are gone, from my understanding, you will never see these machines again. So it's a great opportunity to get one of these great machines. So, guys, we went over today, a little over. We appreciate everybody staying on board. I know that, when you have these high-end machines like that Designer or that Brilliance 80, Darrelle had to really go into a lot of detail on that, so we ran over. But Roger, thanks for doing all you do, being here today. And Kyle, thanks for doing all you do, being here today. Guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Couple little quick things. Hey, our Sew Fest is going to be happening on September 13th through the 18th. Make sure you mark that calendar down. The website is open and available now, and you can submit your designs. You can go look at the rules, but basically the sewing is we have 2 categories you can enter your design in. It's garment sewing, and it's home decor. You can make something with your sewing machine. You can enter it in, and it's going to be a viewer's choice. Whoever gets the most votes wins. We have some fabulous prizes. And again, we're going to have that Dream Studio giveaway that we're going to give away during the show, at the end of the show, matter of fact, on that Saturday, on the 18th. So make sure y'all go check the website out right now on our website at SewingMachinesPlus.com. At the very top, we have a banner. You can click on that banner, and it'll take you right to all the Sew Fest information. And we're working hard to get all the bios and pictures of the presenters up there. We haven't have them all up yet, but we're getting a few. all together, and we'll get that launched so you can see who's going to be on the show. But don't make sure you don't forget to mark that on your calendars, because we want you to join in. It's going to be 6 days of streaming live, 7.5 hours a day. And we're going to have tons of manufacturers involved and a lot of great presenters. So mark that down. Guys, thank y'all for joining today. Sorry we ran over, but we hope you'll forgive us for the time overage. And we'll see you again Thursday. We'll be right back here live, and we'll have more content for you. We're going to have we have 2 specials on brother machines, and we're going to have Jerry Granata here and Kim Montaneza here, and you don't want to miss that. I think I said Montaneza. I think it's Montaneza. Kim Montaneza. I can't remember. You know how bad I'm with the names, guys. But anyway, we're going to have Kim Montaneza and Jerry Granata, national educators for brother. You don't want to miss it. They're going to be great. We're going to be talking about that 3600D and the 1600 brother machines that we've got a great special bundle for. So you've been in that market, you want to jump on this. So guys, thank y'all for joining us. We'll see you next Thursday, same time. Y'all have a great week.